Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
I was asking Jay if he didn't mind if I cuddled up next to his private parts later with my face.
I said, sure. That sounds like a familiar day.
You
It's
heard
gonna
it.
be all right.
Hey, does this look smoother to you? Does my stream feel more 1080p, a little more smooth?
It looks about the same to me.
Shut up, Jay. Pervert.
It looks fine.
Jeez. I finally got it to work, dude. I got the capture card to work. I got the correct stuff, and I'm hoping that everything's clear. It looks better. I could be wrong, but
It looks good. By the way, Cineroth, you should take that bet. Will Jay be doing some day drinking? I will, of course. That's a no-brainer.
I'm jealous.
And then Tomo says, will Jay's internet cooperate today? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Well, now you'll have to tune in and stay tuned into this Bat episode to see if Batman can overcome his internet. That's the real deal in here. We'll have to see. I don't know.
It's better in the daytime, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it was actually doing a little of that weird like signal strength thing again.
Oh, piece of poopy.
It could be. I mean, it seems like it's. I've never. I mean, not for a while has it had problems with daytime streams. Except, well, yeah, the last time it was really poop in the bed was when we were doing that dodgeball thing.
That's right. Yeah, and that's because we were.
Speaking of poop in the bed, Alien Earth continues to lay rabbit turds on the pillow and say they're chocolate mints, and they're not chocolate mints. They're turds. They're pieces of turd. They're because listen, just before we get into it, I will say I had fun with the episode. The ending was good when it actually started going. And again, Timothy Oliphant is amazing. I give him all the praise in the world. They should build a statue of him in Peru overlooking the hills. He's an amazing actor. I love that guy. But the point being, it was still Days of Our Lives boring. And I'm sorry, man. Like this whole like, are they human? Let us know. Empathy. I'm getting tired of it. I'm just getting tired of it. That whole thing with the Babadook mom and erasing that, Molly Ringwald crazy pants memory because she was having a meltdown.
Dude.
And then the conversation with Wendy about, well, Timothy Oliphant says it's better to be a machine. And it's, I don't care. I just don't care. I'm done with that combo.
Yeah. And I'm also sick of hearing about Peter Pan. We get it. It's a Peter Pan allegory. For God's sakes, how stupid do you think we are? It's not that genius. You know what I mean? Stop talking about Peter Pan for 5 seconds. Dang.
Someone said, is it boring compared to Alien Earth? What is boring compared to Alien Earth? My sex life? Yes, it's boring. But compared to that, but no, Alien Earth. The thing is, it started off strong, and then it gets. I don't know. The writing is so heavy-handed, and they're trying so hard to be so dramatic that after a while, I feel like it loses me. It's not like, I don't know. Why do you think people are tuning in to watch it? It's not necessarily for the dramatic Shakespearean writing, the interpersonal relationships. They're tuning in to see some alien eggs. Let me see them eggs.
It takes so long for them to get from point A to point B. Like, I mean, oh no, where'd you go?
I was drinking my soda and it hit the keyboard. Apparently I can hit the button and it makes me go away.
There you go.
The keyboard.
I wish I could hit a button and make you go away.
Yeah, but it's called death.
Yeah, dude, no, like they'll bring in a simple story thread and it will take 4 episodes for them to do it. This guy was trying to get old boy to do his bidding for him like 3 episodes ago, and we're just now getting around to him actually tricking the dude to go in the container. And by God, I'm so sick of that kid. The brother, just die. We thought you were dead in the first episode. Just you whiny little baby bitch.
The best part. The best part, I mean, we're already into it now, so we might as well start talking about it. We're already talking about it. But the best part of this particular episode was, again, the ending or toward the end when that kid gets trapped in there with those big, large mosquitoes. And they start.
That was too much CGI, by the way.
Yeah, but at least it was. You know what? I was the most because he's dying. I'm glad that one of them were gone. I was like,
I don't think that's the feeling the show wanted you to have.
Well, it is. Well, whether or not it was intended or not, that's how I felt, and that's how I feel, and that's how I'm expressing it. But yeah, I can't stand that character. What was it? Oscar? No, Isaac. Oscar. Isaac Newton. Isaac, you're dead. Gravity took you down, and then a mosquito come in your face, and you died from the exposure.
Yeah,
but
great party.
That was cool. That whole sequence was cool. And then you had again. We're not going to spoil it because I mean, some of you folk might not have seen it yet. I don't know. It's been
lightly spoiled.
It's been up for a few days. But the very ending about that kid finally completing his mission for old dude's name from Watani, the cyborg guy.
Cocteau. Yeah.
Cocteau.
Cocteau. That's what we're gonna call him. One of the best. Him.
No,
again,
you're trolling life. Like you're trolling Life Wells. You go, Isaac is the best. No, he's not. What are you talking about? No, he's not. He's not the best.
Talk about foot guy.
No, he's not. Isaac Newton is cool, but that guy's not Isaac Newton.
Yeah, dude, that scene was cool, by the way. When they had the little board meeting and they were doing the mediation, and gross ass goes in there and puts his feet on the table. I'd be like, I'd smack him. So get your feet out of my face, dog.
Dude, I would have sprayed his feet with tough actin Tinactin and then made him drink it. And I'm like, taste that shit, you dirty ass Mark Zuckerberg.
He did whoop that ass though at the table. He did
100%. Yeah, he murdered her. By the way, I like that Utani chick better than him. 100%. I feel like she's more interesting than that guy.
Yeah,
the guy that just walks around, talking about Peter Pan and like rubbing it on himself at night and reading it to people, and then having no shoes and socks on, and they're like, "Look how rich I am." I was like, "I know you're rich. Good for you."
Clinton's right. It's like I didn't watch the episode. Was the alien in it at least? Like barely, dude.
Oh
barely.
yeah, but dude, they're still doing the friggin' what's his name? The Cesar Romero dog whisperer thing with the girl. And I'm like,
yeah,
off of it. Stop it. It's not a petting zoo. When she's like, and she's like doing those clicky things and talking to it. It's like, okay, well, it's your pet pup now. Like, what is this? The story of Milo? I don't want to. This is dumb.
This Alien Earth has become officially a TV series that you can literally watch while doing laundry and not miss anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you can barely pay attention to it. And when you hear, you start turn around, you look at the TV, like, oh, there's an alien on screen now. Finally, something I could watch. Otherwise, it's just No Bangs Betty and the Peter Pan crew walking around talking about being sad and shit. It's depressing.
Yeah, dude. I hear her clicking, so I was like, mouth sounds from ASMR. I guess I'll get a good nap in tonight. Yeah, it was boring. I hate that. Yeah, dude. I don't know, and I'm sure there are people that do love the show. And that's great. That's cool. You can like it. But I just personally think they've lost the plot and it's getting really bad. It's getting worse and worse as we go. I mean, we only got 2 episodes left. So hopefully they do something dramatically cool to wrap it up. I doubt it. But it's like they're saving the best part. And like they're like, yeah, we wrote some cool alien stuff, but it's only at the last 10 minutes. So what are we going to do? Oh, we'll just spread out the rest of it for like Days of Our Lives shit. And everyone's
y'all see that goat again? Show us the goat.
Yeah, with the big eyeball staring at you like Crane from the Turtles. I don't know. I think that goat's thinking something. That goat's got.
Solo's right. You could use the show to follow sleep, except for you can't because you're going to wake up at the end because they always kick on the really loud rock song to make you forget what you just watched was boring as hell.
That's what I got. Well, my interest was piqued when the whole lab attack was happening or the lab's subterfuge was going down. I was like, this is cool. And then you have a little Godsmack in there. I was like, oh, I see you have got the new shoes from Foot Locker. I was like, this is nice. I was like, this is nice. And then it was over. I'm like, great. Good job. That was awesome.
Yeah. I did. That did hype me up at the end. Don't. Godsmack is a good choice.
I love that song. But yeah, it's like better than Chucky.
Yeah. We don't have to watch teenage boys make out for 6 episodes, so it's better in that regard.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with them being boys. I just don't want to watch teenagers make out at all in a horror show.
Yeah, I don't want that to be the central plot of the show because then I feel like, this is not for me. I don't think not for me anymore. But I give this episode, man. I can see like 6.5 because I mean the best part of the show was at the end, and I don't even know if I don't know if it deserves a 6.5, maybe a 6.
John Campia calls the Alien Earth the best team. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a.
I don't even know who that is. Is that guy? Who's John Campia? That sounds like a guy that makes Italian sauce, like a Great Value Italian sauce, and puts it at Walmart. Who's that?
John Campia sausages.
John Campia, John Campia sausages at RV. Come on down and get yourself a can of sauce that I made myself.
He just does the same thing we do, but he just takes it seriously.
Oh, so he's a competitor. That's why I don't know.
Nah, a totally different vibe. I don't think anybody. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't get Glenn watches it, so I think yeah, we're much of his audience is too refined for our shenanigans. I feel like.
Okay, well, you guys stay in your ivory towers. We'll stay down here with the sluts.
Look at Toby's dick. He's a wet wiener.
Oh, I see. Okay, a wet wiener. Well, that could be good in some cases, but
what the fuck was I talking about?
You were saying that his audience is too refined for ours?
No, I was gonna say the Timothy Oliphant and Cocteau having their little standoff. Best 2 characters in the show.
That was awesome. The elevator.
That was some heat.
I was like, we gonna have some Winter Soldier shit going on. I like this.
Yeah. It's like, I can't remember the exact words, but it was a really great written dialogue between. She's like, why can't we just show a fucking face-off type show, Travolta and Nicolas Cage with these two? Like just do that shit and have them on each side of the alien fighting it off. Like, why do we have to do all this fucking corporate finessing?
Yeah, Morrow had cold line though, when he's like, "I'll see you soon, old toy." I'm like, I like that. I was like, I
all,
like that.
All of it's like,
Yeah, I was like that line felt like something from an 80s action movie. That was like, I like that. That's like setting it up. Like this could be a Seagal like out for justice type of moment.
If they just put some action horror shit in there and just had those two playing whatever characters on opposite sides, I'd watch that show. I don't need all this extra shit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, other than
the boys like, I can't fucking do it. I'm like, okay, just fucking move on. Jesus,
yeah,
we get it.
Your mom's had a good life. Let her go. You're an android now. I just loved him, the Oliphant sassiness though. He's like, she can invent at the speed of light, and she can explore the stars for thousands of years. But you want her to go and be a family. I was like, God, well, let's just cut my knees off.
Well, now that you put it that way, fuckface.
Yeah.
Oh, Ella, stop fighting the cat.
But yeah, it's just lost steam. I don't know. It's just one of those shows that like it built up really cool, and then I don't know. It's like paying money for a roller coaster, and like it looks awesome, and then you get up there, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like space. No, it's like it's like. Not even, I was gonna say it's like Space Mountain, but Space Mountain's actually fun. I don't know, because the reason why I even use Space Mountain is because it's inside and you don't see anything.
Yeah,
I guess that's supposed to be scarier, but I don't know. It just
it's pretty, I guess.
Yeah,
but that fly was way too CGI though. I was like, this is some Jurassic Park shit, like new Jurassic Park type shit. That's what I mean. Let's answer some of you guys, the chatties, and then we'll talk about Peacemaker. Aaron Roman, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that very much. I like your is that the kid's PFP profile picture?
Yeah.
Hey,
Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, fellas, question. What are your favorite video games? My favorite video games are Batman. I don't know why, but in my head, I read this as the really kiddie guy from Alien Earth. It's like, hey, what are your favorite video games?
Yeah. Are we still friends?
Yes. I'm hugging you like an adult. The Batman Arkham games. And Jay, will you ever play a Minthia game?
I probably, I mean, maybe. I mean, I can see myself playing it in. I've got a lot. I mean, dude, that would take forever to name every single my favorite games, but like I love like Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 1 through 3. The remakes were great. Fallout 4 is Fallout New Vegas is superior in every way, but Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 7 original, also yes, extremely gay. Huge cocks in your mouth when you play those games. Marvel Midnight Suns is a great game. But I'll just go with what you're saying. Batman Arkham games are some of the best games of all time, without a doubt. But Spider-Man also is great too on PS5. I just hate that it was exclusive to PS5. I wish everyone got a chance to play that game because that game is amazing. Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man.
Obviously, I'm going Madden. Obviously. And NBA Live back.
Talk about my shit's gay. You like playing with sweaty big men on the field. It was like, yeah, let me put those fingers in those butts when I hike the ball. Hike? Yeah.
If I only had a DLC where I could suck them off after the game.
I know. They're going to make that for VR one day.
But GoldenEye is an all-time great right there. And March Madness back in the day was dope. That was good. And then there's one that's missing. It's on the tip of my dick. Oh, Halo 3. Obviously, Halo 3 was amazing. Yep. On best time all timer. Crimson Black says, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, by the way. It says best channel on the old tube. Hands down. Love y'all.
Hey, thank you, Crimson.
I'll put my hand up to give you a high five.
I'm going to pay you all the compliments with your spooky ass and your PFP sitting there looking like you're getting ready to drop the hottest album ICP has ever seen.
That looks like
forever when you hold your peace.
He looks like the dude when you're in a rush to return your late videotapes and you realize the door's closed that he's sitting on the curb. He's like, they closed, man.
Yeah,
like,
dude, his
PFP,
his PFP looks like one of them dudes that's sitting outside of a speedway at 3 a.m. and you see him and he's just sitting there and you try not to make eye contact with him, but he spots you looking at the corner of your eye.
Like,
and then
nope.
And then he's like, and then he gets up, he's like, shit, he's gonna ask me for some money, and I'm gonna be like, okay, whatever you want, it's yours. You're scared.
Dude, one time a guy came up to my car at like a Love's gas station and it's like, man, my van broke down. I got this, my whole family. I'm trying to, and I'm like, I actually don't have any cash. I'm sorry. And he's like huffled away or whatever. I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was a work. A week later, pulled into that same Love station. And the fucking same guy was like, dude, my fan belt, I just need 20. I was like, you came up to me last week. And he was like, God damn it.
Yeah, those professional panhandlers, dude, like that's like a serious business. They make $40,000 a month.
If you only put that much effort into your job, as my mother would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but they're great. They're practicing their sales pitch. They got that whole thing going down for them. I mean, they probably got a 401k.
Motherfucker probably ate a half-eaten hot dog out of a trash can yesterday, and he thinks he's George Clooney, and all of a sudden in Ocean's 11, trying to like
saving that money,
take you down with him. Anyway, Crimson, you're a lovely person. We didn't mean for that to be about you.
Thank you, Crimson.
You look like if I wanted someone to buy me beer outside of a gas station, you'd probably do it. If I was underage,
or you're a fucking roadie for Mudvayne, but whichever one.
Which is awesome. That's
great.
Awesome. The Ponce de Leons. Thanks, buddy. He says, hey, fellas, are y'all going to watch him next week? Well, I plan to watch him shower. That's next week already? Damn. The answer is yes, Jim. I'm going to be out of town for a few days next week, actually, so it might be late. But I'm an aspiring YouTuber doing movie reviews. I'm trying to get some eyes on my channel. Check out my channels. The Ponces, please. The Ponces.
Your PFP is your channel logo. That's badass. Actually, I'm jealous of it.
Yeah, this is actually, you're already off to a good tactic. Honestly, I wish we thought of this. Go on other channels, send them a little super chat, and then be like, "Hey, everybody, this is my channel. It's fucking awesome."
Well,
then, like, people might be like, "Hey, that's some good marketing right there. It's pretty cheap."
We didn't have. There wasn't really the live stream thing wasn't really cooking back then when we started. I don't even think on YouTube it really started happening until the pandemic, and we had to figure out how to do it. Yeah, but like back then, you'd have to go to like subreddits and shit. People get the fuck out of here. You don't promote your own channel, you piece of. Oh, you get like shut down immediately. Like, yeah, I see your shit. It's terrible. Man, you got 1,000 subscribers. Suck my ass. I'm like, okay.
I used to figure fuck the shit out of Facebook groups with that. Like, hey, you guys heard of this channel? This Michael Myers video is pretty funny. And then like, because we weren't big enough yet, nobody knew that I was fucking. Like, I had a mask on, so they didn't know that I was Michael Myers, you know? So I'd get them in all those groups. That's probably why some of those Halloween videos did so well. But if you post your own shit on there, they will fucking kick you out and finger you. And not in a way that you like, with those big nails. But yeah. Michael Parton says, I've been playing the new horror game Chronos. It's very similar to Dead Space.
Very nice.
Chronos for my no-nos. I don't know what that means. Gary says, I saw a Critical Overload. Fede Alvarez is only directing Romulus. Well, he probably talked about it, but that was a news story that came out a couple days ago that they are, he's still producing it. They're still making it, but they are looking for a director because he don't want to direct no more, which fucking sucks.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not doing the sequel?
No, he's not directing.
Yeah, all right. Well, down the toilet we go.
Yeah, right back down. Dude, that's so disappointing because like with Alvarez, this was his, like, okay, you set the stage last time. You had to kind of play around in Ridley Scott's universe. Now you can make Evil Dead Alien, basically, and get real nasty with the cheese whiz. And now we're not going to fucking get that. So
I was hoping Alvarez would do his own trilogy or something. I thought that would be cool, but I can understand him getting burned out on doing like remakes or whatever. And maybe he wants to do his own thing, which is totally
That's true. I'm so fucking, I don't blame him because I too am lazy, but like, I'm so fucking sick of awesome directors just producing shit, you know, like, get back in the director's chair, you son of a bitch. Stop counting your money. Deshaun Chaney. Dude, every time I see your name, I think Deshaun Clowney, like the linebacker. But I'm sure you're a cooler dude. He says Rock Band all-timer game still play. Rock Band's word fucking dope, dude.
Dude, I bet, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, all that. Dude, that was like the hottest fucking Christmas item forever, and then it just went away. But I love that shit, dude. Like, I was like, I can play guitar. I for real can. And they're like, really? Like, watch me slap at the bass, and I would just pull out my controller stick.
Yeah, dude, that was so fun. I remember me and my wife when we lived at my parents' house that long ago, like way back in the day, like 20 years ago. And we'd be up there in my little bedroom playing fucking Rock Band. It's good memories. Hey, you had the whole band set up at one point at your house.
I did.
And then me and Cody would get real competitive with it. And then we'd be taking it, like everybody else would be partying. We would just be trying to get a higher score and singing songs. And what's bullshit, because if you sang the song really good, you actually got a lower score. You had to like game the system and hit certain notes to like make sure. That was the only bullshit thing about Rock Band. You could just whisper sing. Tiffany, thank you, says, hey guys, just wanted to say hi and ask how you're both doing and ask if you think there's any real hope for Marvel in the future. Adore you so much. We adore you, Tiffany. That's so
Thank
sweet.
you, Tiffany. That's the $1 million question, isn't it, Tiffany? Tiffany, isn't it the $1 million question? I don't know, maybe. But they've really got to do some major moves here to do anything. I think their hope is focusing on X-Men and getting that shit set up, but they're not doing that. And apparently there's trouble down in Paradise with Doomsday. I heard some rumor about Robert Downey Jr. is very dissatisfied. There's some problems going on there. And supposedly they're just writing the script as they go. So they don't even have a full fucking script. And Alan Cumming just recently came out, the guy that played Nightcrawler in the original Bryan Singer movies, and was like, yeah, all my scenes were against a blue screen. I never interacted with anybody.
That's garbage juice.
So you don't, so it's probably going to be called Avengers Doomsday hashtag cameos. Like not really any substance to it. I don't know. And that's this, like Doomsday's got to hit it out of the fucking park, dude. And that's why they tapped Robert Downey Jr. to come back to helmet. And the guy is, he's an amazing actor. Obviously, he's the one that put the Marvel universe on his iron wiener and carried it through the woods. But at the end of the day, you got to move on. And without him,
get me one of those.
Without him, nobody would have cared about Doomsday. Really, I got to be honest with you. And then he got Contest of Champions or whatever is the next one, or Secret War. I don't know, dude. Like I just feel like Kevin Feige is one of the dumbest smart kids of all time. Like he's smart in some ways, but he's so fucking stupid because he wants to be like, I'm always right and you're wrong. It was obvious to anybody that when they reacquired the rights to X-Men, they should have immediately started buckling down and doing X-Men movies and getting that shit going, especially with the success of X-Men 97. Which, by the way, I just binge watched that a few days ago. Holy fuck, it was so great.
Good, dude.
It was so good.
My God.
Yeah, it was amazing. But instead of doing that, they wanted to
the
focus
biggest
on
90s boner of your life.
It was great. Yeah, it wouldn't go away. I just was like, God, stop. I was like 40-year-old virgin sitting down, pee up my face because the wiener wouldn't go down. But yeah, anyhow, yeah. So I mean, I was like, they wanted to focus on Fantastic Four, which I understand. They wanted to make something right with that, but that movie fucking tanked, extremely bad. So yeah, I don't know. There's hope, but I just, who I think that is not the guy for it anymore. I think Kevin Feige needs to step aside and let somebody else take some kind of creative control.
Fresh voice in the locker room. It's not that sometimes, you don't have to be a bad coach to get fired. It's just that you've been there for a long time and the players need a fresh voice in the locker room. I feel like that might be the Kevin Feige time. Mm-hmm. But hey, she asked you how you were doing. How are you doing? Most importantly, how are you?
That's short, shriveled, and always to the left. Walking fine. Just just whatever.
Well, you look nice.
Thank you. It's fine. It's all good.
I'm having a good day. Personally, I'm going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond later. It's going to be wonderful.
We were going to
go to Lowe's.
We were going to go to Wawa later on. I was like, nah, we'll just go tomorrow. I don't feel like going today.
Oh, she's pumped about that gas station trip, man.
Well, yeah, because it's a huge thing for her. No, well, we're going to go tomorrow. I was like, it's the opening ceremonies today. It's going to be fucking packed up the wing wong. I was like, let's just wait till tomorrow.
They're having an opening ceremony?
Yeah, well, it's 24 hours, so it's technically
free hot dogs.
Well, I was up at 3 this morning, and she was up, and I was like, you just want to go? They're open. Because I called them, and she was like, they're not open. They said they're having an opening ceremony. They're cutting the ribbon at 9 o'clock. I said, they're just saying that. and so I called them on the phone. They're like, Nicholasville, Wawa. And I'm like, see, they're open. And then
did you just hang up?
Yeah, I hung up. I didn't need to talk to him. If I can avoid public interaction, I do it at all costs. I didn't need to talk to you. But no, yeah, I hung up.
Oh God,
we're gonna go tomorrow. It'll be fine.
That's so funny, dude. I've messed up, dude. Katie was in the bath the other day, and I was trying to trim the hedges, like literally, like the hedges outside.
With her in the bath?
Not my ball sack. But I was outside, and I was like, I'm gonna fix these hedges, and I got out the clippers, and then I was like, man, these are dead. I think I might have to cut these entire trees down, and they've been in front of this house for like 25 years. And she was in the bath, so I couldn't explain to her what I was trying to do. I was on the other side of the door, and I was like, hey, I think I need to, these are dead. So like, I think I need to like pull them out. We need to like replace them. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. Just cut them down to like an inch or whatever. And she thought I was talking about a completely different plant. And I went out there with a chainsaw and just took all the trees out of the front of our fucking house. Had them all loaded up in the back of the truck. And she came out, and I'm pretty sure she almost cried. There was almost a tear there. Not a happy wife on that day.
I'm like, I'm sorry, wife. We're not living in fucking a Jumanji board game. Those have to go. I'm not Captain Planet. I gotta
go to Lowe's and get some shit.
It did sound like you were trimming your pubes while she was in the bath, and I'm like, that's
yeah.
I'm close to mine too, but I just don't think I could do that. Where she was just in the bathtub hanging out. I'm like, I'm gonna trim my bush while hanging over the toilet while we talk.
Yeah, just like, hey, throw some of the leafings in the waters, like gives you a branch to hang on to.
So Jerry Springer steak. I love it.
Floating down the river. But it's okay, because I'm gonna go get some stone. I'm gonna lay the stone, and then I'm gonna lay some mulch, and then afterwards I might be able to lay the pipe again. You know what I'm saying? If I get lucky. Anyway, I don't know why I just told you all that story. Jeremy Shelley says, what's up, guys? Chilling at work, but still catching the live stream. Put
that work in. We love
it. Mike, your Packers won again. Much, dude. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you guys. You should have seen this team play last night when it was available on TV for everyone to watch. They look so fucking good. This could be the greatest football team of all time. Ever.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Undefeated. Super Bowl. I believe it could happen.
I don't believe you.
Shut the fuck up. Thanks, Jeremy. Have a good day at work, sir. Papa Heddes says, "Hey, fellas, did you hear about Charlie Kirk's death?" Well, I mean, you'd have to be definitely like, not anywhere on this planet to not hear about it. Unfortunately, it's fucking sad, man. It's super sad.
Yeah, it was fucking brutal. I didn't even. I was like scrolling through Twitter and I saw that video and I was like, holy shit! And I thought it was fake. And then I saw it and I'm like, God damn! I was like, that was fucking awful. And it's like, it's what's I don't want to get too far into the weeds with it because that's not what we're here about. We're not that's not the channel that we are. But I will say this: I think it's fucking sad that you can have a difference of opinion, whether or not you agree with that or not, and you get fucking killed for just saying something that's different from somebody else in front of your wife and kids, in front of thousands of fucking people. That's insane. Like that's insane, and that's what's sad. And I think the ones that are celebrating it, are fucking goddamn disgusting sludges, dude. Because at the end of the day, again, you don't have to agree with what the person says, and no one says you have to. All you have to do is be a fucking human being and be like, that's brutal. Nobody deserves to die like that. Nobody. Because your opinion is different from somebody else's.
I could not have said it better myself. I wholeheartedly, completely agree with you. I think it's sad as shit, whether you agree with him or not. And you don't have to agree with him. But people celebrating it, and I don't like, I do judge. It makes you look like an absolute horrid person. But I realize that that's the time we live in, that people, because of the internet and the strong feelings about these things and the way people react to these things so callously these days, it's normal. It feels normal for them to just celebrate. Haha, yeah. It's like, I think that we're just desensitized and we're going in a bad direction as a human race. And people can't put down humanity and say you don't want to see a human being be shot and killed brutally in front of his own children just because
under 5. Both kids under 5 years old.
Yeah,
under 5 years old.
Just because he does that, I think you really need to sit down and have a hard look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if that's the kind of human being you want to be, and if you're the good guy or not. Because I really don't think you are, if that's how you feel. So I think it's sad as hell, man. And I think we're in a really, really bad place.
And what's insane to me too is like, I don't get where something got broke with not only just humanity but the country itself at some point. I don't know, like in the 90s, early 2000s, 80s, it just didn't feel like this was happening that much, where you could still like have an open discourse with somebody, have a debate and just disagree. Like we disagree about movies and shit all the time, or we disagree about politics, Mike and I, or whatever. But never in my mind was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go shoot the motherfucker because I don't like what he says. His words hurt my fifis.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is why insane asylums need to fucking be opened again. Like 100%.
Yeah. No, and that's the sad thing too. If you can't, like, I mean, honest to God, like it started with the way that people talk all across the board and on both sides. And I mean on both sides, but you cannot, it's so dangerous to look at one half of the earth. And the kid that did it was apparently a college kid. Probably went to college and got radicalized or whatever. This is pure whatever. This is just a guess. But like, so, but you see the way people talk, and if you say something on the internet, people are like, no, it is serious. We are fighting for our lives. Who you vote for? I literally don't want to have anybody in my family or friendship or know anybody who voted this way on the street. I would literally disown my parents because of the way that they voted. Like, and if you voted that way, you're actually harming the country and you're a threat, or you're a Nazi, or on the other half. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that is so dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Who you vote for in this world does not make you a criminal. There's a reason it's split in the middle. You just have to look and say, I don't see it the way you do. That doesn't make you fucking evil. But
I think that, 100%. The rhetoric has got to stop. Like, I think that's the main thing. And, you can't start labeling people like goddamn Hitler or jihadists and shit nonstop on either side. And not, there are crazy fucking people out there. There are crazy fucking people, and they will take that shit to heart and think they're a hero to humanity by doing it. And they're nothing more than pieces of shit, cowardly fuckers that are going to rot in hell for doing it. But that's my point. But their brain is broken to a point where they believe every fucking word that somebody might say. And so they go out and commit atrocious crimes, in front of thousands of people and wife and kids. They don't care because they think they're heroes. I think the best one I've seen, and, everyone has, given their thoughts on it, and we're nobody special to even, approach this subject with any type of clarity. But I will say, and surprisingly, the one that came out the most that made sense to me, I watched Stephen A. Smith and his take on it. It was like a 16-minute video. And, he's normally not the guy that you think that would have a good take on this, but he did. He had an excellent take, because what he said was, at the end of the day, it was a man, a father, and a husband that was taken away because someone disagreed with you. That he was set down at a table, invited open discourse and debate, and that's what he did. didn't do anything else, wasn't calling for violence, did nothing like that. Just sit down, wanted you to come up and talk to him, debate him. And then some crazy person, some assassin, 200 yards away on a rooftop, decides to put a bullet in his jugular in front of his 2 kids and wife and thousands of people, and took away a father and a husband. Just like, and he said, at the core of a person, a human being, be human and understand that's the tragedy. And he's an American man, and that happened. He got killed by terrorists. That's it. That you don't have to agree on one side of the political aisle or not. Just be like, that's an American that got killed by a fucking terrorist in front of his wife and kids. That's sad. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And people these days just don't have the mental fortitude to make up their own mind. They look to a party to tell them how to feel about everything.
Yeah.
So if that party that you look to tells you, hey, anybody who feels this way is actually dangerous to the world, and you think, oh, I'm doing something good by blowing up a fucking Tesla or like whatever. Like, and I'm not putting it on one side. I'm just saying that these stories like that, those extreme stories, and it's like, how do you think this helps your cause? By the way. How do you think this helps your cause? You just put the entire country in danger. You just put the entire country in danger. And guess what? You certainly didn't help your side. You made your side look really bad. If that's what this is about, we obviously don't know.
We don't know specifics, but yeah, it definitely has set back your cause. And if anything else, what you've done is, if you disagree with that person because of the words that are coming, I think I read this quote. I think it's been posted many times. It's like, if you rip a man's tongue out for speaking the truth, you're not silencing him. You're just saying you're afraid of what he has to say. You know what I mean? You just invalidated your entire argument, because obviously you couldn't come up and defend your own ideals, and you just decided that you martyred somebody. That's what you've done. You immortalized what they were saying. But either way, it's a really sad, and I don't know what it was, dude, because I've seen on Twitter, I've watched like death videos before. That one fucked me up.
That was really gross, dude. I didn't mean to watch it. Cody sent it. I didn't know that was the video. I clicked on it. Jeez, that was one of the
that fucked me up, because when I was scrolling, I was like, no, this is fake. And I kept watching. There's different angles and shit. I'm like, God damn. And then I saw it when it was really close up. And I was like, holy shit. I'd never seen, I mean, like I said, I've seen like police videos where they get shot, and I've seen some aftermaths, but not like that. I don't know why. I guess what affected me about it was he was just sitting down talking. Yeah. And then it was boom, you're dead. That's it. You're dead. That's fucking crazy.
And not just that, I just deleted someone's comment. It's the same thing with Stephen King earlier today. I saw that Stephen King had tweeted, by the way, he said that gay people should get stoned.
He retracted it.
Yeah, he did, but he apologized for it, thankfully, because like I was like, fuck you, dude. Come on.
You got a movie coming out Friday or today.
Yeah, right. What a time to say some dumb shit like that. But here's the thing. If you come to me and you're like, but he said, I don't give a fuck what he said. I'm not saying that he was a good person. He may have been. I'm not saying he was a bad person. I don't give a fuck like at all what his opinions are and how much you don't like them. There are still some really good-hearted people in this country who think that you're gay if you eat shrimp. Or no, wait, they think that you're going to go to hell if you eat shrimp.
I'm the gayest of all, because I love
you don't know what people's lives are and what their shoes are and what their true intentions are. Everybody's flawed. If you do believe in God and shit like that, he literally said, hey, you're all flawed. You get to make your own decisions. Make those decisions. Like if that's your belief, then how can you possibly look at somebody else and be like, they don't deserve to be here? It's not your fucking choice to make. I don't care what he said about gay people. I don't care what he said about anything. He didn't deserve that. That's not how we operate here. Unless you want this to become a third world country, just shut the fuck up and say, I agree, that was bad. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do.
At the end of the day, black, white, in between, whatever your religion or color, we're all Americans, dude. And the fact is, you saw an American get murdered for fucking exercising his free speech. That
should bother you worse than anything.
Yeah. That's what you fucking saw, dude. That'd be no different if you having, like, we have a movie channel and going out and talking to somebody about, I was like, I think Rob Zombie sucks, rainbow dicks, and I hate him. I don't think he's a good director. I don't hate him, but I don't think he's a good director. I think he's a unicorn. In fact, like, jacks off to unicorns. And someone just shot me in the fucking head for saying that. Because you dare disagree with me? Like, that's what it is. Yeah. And I know it's not the same thing, but it's kind of like, I mean, it's just exercising your free speech. You can have discourse. You can have debate. It's okay to disagree with somebody. But yeah, I will say, Stephen King saying that shit, and what it actually was the stoning. He didn't look up the actual quote about what he had said specifically. It was something about, like, he said, Charlie Kirk had said something along the lines of, like, he believes that marriage is between one man, one woman, but he said homosexuals or gay people are always invited to come into the church. He wasn't saying anything about stoning anybody, but this is also a lack of doing your own fucking research and just listening to somebody. Well, that's what I heard. and then just repeating a lie. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
By the way, you just stay off the fucking social media if you're going to say something like about somebody that got fucking brutally murdered in front of his wife and kids. Just don't say anything.
Yeah, yeah, and I see what you're saying. Mind the gap. I've heard that argument too. Yeah, well, Democrats got murdered. Those two people got murdered in their bed, and nobody was that mad
It's
about
wrong
it.
on all sides.
There's reasons. There's reasons for the way things are being covered. Everyone saw this death happen on video in front of an audience when he was sitting down peacefully debating. That's no human life is worth. Well, for the most part, I'm not talking about like Osama bin Laden or some shit, but like someone who's actively but. Yeah, just because one thing gets more coverage and sparks debate doesn't mean that we're not allowed to feel sorrow for this person because that other case didn't get as much media. Like, what does it matter? Like, we're talking about one human person. Every human life is important, and this was fucked up. And if we can all come together and just shut the fuck up and say collectively, this shit is wrong, instead of finding a way to turn it, it was a Democrat, liberal, whatever the fuck, then this is going to continue to happen. And eventually it's going to fuck up everyone's lives.
TikTok is a fucking cesspool, dude.
Oh.
Like I got
Twitter
that
is too.
Yeah, I was going to people like having songs and shit and singing and dancing. And I'm like, God, you guys are just fucking disgusting sludges. I don't. There's not even a word for like a cretin. You're a creature. You're subhuman. But I don't know. Yeah. You don't want to get too far into this because there are a lot of strong opinions on him as a commentator, which I understand. But it's a tragedy when it happens, no matter what, on any side of the aisle. That's what I'll say. If it had happened to Biden, if it had happened to somebody else or somebody, I would have said the same. I mean, that's fucking nuts. That's crazy. That's awful. But I think the reason why this is so much more tragic, I guess, is because he was 31. He had 2 kids under 5 years old. His wife, all were in attendance in front of thousands of people in a quad in the middle of fucking the day at 12 o'clock. And he was literally killed by a high-powered rifle from 200 yards away. That's why it was so effective and why it's gotten all this media coverage. Not to say that the guy in Minnesota didn't deserve that either. 100%. Just people got to calm the fuck down, dude. Holy shit.
It can't, everything can't be, but what about this person? But what about the other side? Eventually you just have to look at one thing on an issue and be like, this is wrong. And like, people laughing, people making videos laughing. Like, I mean, we've lost the plot. If you're laughing, it just shows you're stupid, because even if you don't care about a human life, fine. You don't care about a human life. Whatever, but it shows how little brain cells you have that you can watch something like that and laugh, because you're not realizing that just set a whole new precedent for the country. And it is very bad for fucking everyone. If you have a loved one in your life, that was a bad day because of what could possibly come out of it. And that's all I'll say about it. But you're right. Let's move the fuck on.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, Wayne. It's getting too hot.
I don't like it there, Richard. Don't touch me there.
But by the way, I don't want to skip over anybody, but after that, said DJ Graham was like, "Hey guys, you got to go see The Long Walk together." Like after we were just shitting on Stephen King, I'm still gonna go see the movie. I'm gonna go see the movie 100%. I guess
before I saw that apology, I genuinely considered saying, "No, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care."
Well, yeah, I mean, but I will say there's a lot of other people that worked on it. I mean, and I like the book. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm still gonna go see it. Actually, let's
get Mark Hamill's thoughts.
Yeah, Mark,
I'm sure that'll be great.
Tell us about Luke Skywalker again and charge us $800 while you do it. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go say. Actually, what I'm gonna say was like next week we could do a spoiler review for it if you want it.
That sounds good. Yeah, for sure.
Or if you're not gonna say, I can do a spoiler review with. I can do it on Patreon, or I can just get my thoughts on live or whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I plan to see it. So I mean, I do want to see it. So we can do. Maybe we can. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. We have Darth Namaria says, "Morning, gents. You guys gonna watch Marvel Zombies?" I am.
Trailer look good.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, you shit on it." I did. I pooped on it a little bit because I wanted it to be a little bit more graphic. Then I'm like, "All right, Jay, not everything can be about you. Jesus Christ, you piece of shit. Get with it." Because I watched another trailer afterwards, and I was like, "All right, it doesn't look that bad. I was just being mean." So I'm gonna watch it. Yeah,
gave you a tingle in your wiener that time.
It is. Isaiah Pop says, "Off topic. Can we get a Super Troopers commentary? I thought we've done one."
You know what? I don't think we have. I think someone's got to recommend it in the commentary. Poll every month.
Well, we also have JT Customs. And by the way, thank you all so much for supporting us. She says, I don't agree with Kirk's views, but he didn't deserve to be shot. I feel bad for his family of 3 kids at Evergreen and Irana Zarutska, who was stabbed.
Yeah, that's another.
Yeah, it was all. That was a crazy day because it wasn't. I mean, there was a shooting apparently one state over. at a school.
And thankfully nobody was killed, at least as far as I know.
Yeah, because people, I think, were tweeting at Kash Patel and saying, like, what are you doing about this? Like, what are you, what's the mobilization looking like? And he was like, we are aware of the situation near Denver. And people are like, what are you talking about near Denver? This is in Utah. So a lot of people weren't even aware that it happened.
Yeah, no, it's the state of the country, dude. And that's what I'm saying. It got worse. Like, fuck. Exactly. State of the country.
We also have Michael Parton. Thank you so much. Says, I may strongly disagree with someone's political views, but I would never, ever wish death on them or celebrate them getting murdered. It's sad. 100%. That's just a normal human reaction. That's a normal human thing. You're a human. Congratulations. Welcome to the human race. That's awesome.
Which sadly is a higher bar than most.
It really is. It's like giving out like a fucking gold star for just doing the average thing. Like, oh, that's awesome. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, like remember when 9/11 happened and we actually fucking came together for at least like 5 minutes? I wish that obviously I don't wish something like that. I just wish when something like this would happen, we could all just come together for like 5 fucking minutes and just be human to each other.
I'm glad
that
with
the internet.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'm glad that we weren't live that day 2 days ago, because most of them are hot.
Yeah. Oh, geez. I was actually watching the streamers respond in real time, and I felt so bad for them because I was like, that's such an awkward, and that with all that information coming out so fast and stuff like that. Oh man, I felt every single time I watched someone react, I was like, I'm so glad we weren't live too.
Yeah, and we're two dildos on the internet, dude, talking about movies and shit. That's what we do and make funny parodies, or at least that we think we're funny. And that's it. So we're definitely not qualified to really handle a lot of this heavy stuff. But it had to be said. Somebody super chatted, we answered it. But yeah, I couldn't have, like, it would have been way too. I think sometimes when people do that, I'm not saying they are, but there's a lot of people that shouldn't be covering it, or they're using it for. And again, I don't know. It just feels like some people are using it to grift a little bit. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Oh, of course, always.
But I mean, that sounds like insane. Like, well, not real. I mean, it would affect them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they totally go do it. I just feels like I saw a lot of channels that don't normally do that at all, and everything for the last 3 days has been nothing but that. Nothing.
Dude, this is so off topic, but I just saw this from Turd. I saw this, I was gonna message you and I was like, dude, you should do a Patreon video, like Deep Space Nine alien fingerings, because that's weird. That crazy.
You should be on board with that too.
Oh, I too. I just figured that like.
Oh yeah, but did you watch the video?
Yeah, fucking weird,
dude. Yeah, the Hellfire missile, and then somebody was like, "God damn, they must really want to hide the Epstein files." Holy shit. Now they're releasing fucking Hellfire missiles. But that was crazy. So basically, the story is I think it was off the coast of maybe it was Peru. I don't know. But some drone fired Hellfire missiles at one of these like UFOs, and you can see it in the video where the Hellfire missile literally just bounces off the motherfucker like an Independence Day, and this thing wobbles a bit, like, oh, that tickled, and it keeps going. And they fired another one, and it fucking bounced off again. Holy shit! And I was like, that
came from like Yemen or some shit, right? Or Turkey or something like that.
Or wherever it was off maybe it was Yemen. But yeah, so I don't know. I was like, that shit ain't made in Japan. That shit's made somewhere. I know that Japan makes some good shit, but that's not man-made, because whatever that fucker was absorbed the impact of a Hellfire missile. It bounced off, and then didn't even. Yeah.
What were those 3 little Tic Tacs that came off of the fucking thing?
That was something about it. I don't remember if it absorbed some of the kinetic energy of it. I don't remember what it was. They explained it at the congressional hearing. I just hope we get some fucking released, like real shit. I mean, at least they're showing that. But I think the guy George Knapp, who was on that panel or was talking to him, I think he basically said there's a lot of shit that they're not going to show you. Like, this has been going on for the early 80s and shit.
Maybe they went down. That was probably looked like debris. I'm like, go find that shit. Let's use it to make Peacemaker.
I don't know if it was off the ship or if it was like part of the missile that broke apart when it bounced off of it.
That's bad news, though. Like, I hope that's not real, because like if we can't hit these things with missiles,
there's a whole story now about apparently these fucking. Did you hear that?
Was it that?
No, it scared me. My computer's got like a little like it wants to restart. I'm like, don't you fucking do it. I got it scheduled. I thought it was getting ready to restart. Apparently there's a story about there was a UFO that was over that we almost got into a World War III because it apparently went over Russia's missile silos during the early 80s when Cold War tensions were high, maybe the 70s, and the missiles were pointed at America, and it like turned on the fucking missiles. It turned it on. Like, it was hovering above, and the people that were in the bunker was like, they just all came alive and was like,
I remember hearing about that, but didn't it whatever it was turn them off? It
turned it on and then it turned it back off.
Yeah. Like and so someone's theory on that was it was the aliens looking at us and saying like,
well,
chill.
I think I saw somebody who had said that they think that if well, obviously it's probably aliens, but they were probably like a drone from outer space, like a ET drone, and what they're doing is testing human capabilities.
Yeah, that makes sense, and of course they would go to a nuclear plant.
Yeah, so like they send out, like how we have our drones in the skies and shit, like they send these drones out and they're just looking around and seeing what we can do and what we can't do, and then they would sit if they felt like, now we're going to invade your ass and we'll come in with our army. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it one fucking bit. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see here. Where were we? Okay. CJG says, here I am mad at Mike again. They're not that good. They are that fucking good, pal. Watch the tape. They're so fucking good. The Packers.
Some people, I feel so bad. Some people come in. It's like, I thought we were going to talk about like Peacemaker, like Alien Earth, and have a couple of brewskis, and these motherfuckers are getting heavy. It's all about aliens and assassinations. Fuck this.
No, D-Leon, this is vagina juice.
God, she's got a disease. God damn.
No,
she needs to drink water.
It's just Mio and water. Okay, yeah. Peacemaker. Let's talk about Peacemaker.
Yes.
Fucking
amazing.
Sucks. I'm just kidding.
No, dude.
It wasn't the best episode though.
It wasn't the best episode, but it's still good. Like it's like compared to Alien Earth, it was like a goddamn water bottle in the middle of the Sahara. You needed that fucking drink.
That's true. Did you watch Alien Earth first? Just to,
I did. That's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm gonna get rid of that shit, and then I'll have fun with Peacemaker. Like I'll actually be able to enjoy the show. But yeah, but you get a little backstory about how the parallel dimension doorway came into the possession of Peacemaker and what they did with it. I don't really want to spoil this at all because it's still technically new. I mean, what did it just come out last night? So a lot of people probably haven't seen all of it. So it was great. And again, I gotta point out Tim Meadows is, my opinion, the best part of the show. But I will say,
who the fuck spits at a grown man?
And then that little fucker. No, actually, in this episode, the one that was the best was I can't remember that dude's name that played Rondu. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Mondo, whatever his name was. The dad from Mallrats is all I can think of when I see him.
Michael Rooker's his name.
Michael Rooker. Yeah, Michael Rooker was a hilarious dude, especially when he was like, hey, did you throw that little China man? He was like, I'm from Vietnam, you dick. And then, Economos is like, they go back and forth, and Economos says something like, he just said he was from Vietnam, you asshole. And he's like, that where all Chinamen come from. Yeah, dude, the Native American scene at the end was fucking wild, dude.
I was like, this is dumb, and then I realized what I was doing. I was like, oh shit, he could really do that. That's crazy. That was yeah. The only thing that got me, it was kind of stupid because last episode ended on a cliffhanger, right? Mm-hmm. And then they kind of got away with that a little bit. Kind of got away from it. Wrote it out, and then this episode ending on a cliffhanger too. I'm like, all right, god damn it, stop with the cliffhanger shit. And also, Harcourt pissed me off. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? That was like they didn't even have to try.
Career motivated bitch.
Yeah,
go back to the other Harcourt that loves you and respects you.
I kind of hate her right now. Unless
dude, I thought your theory was going to be proven correct. When Ads was going to go with him, because she looked like, I thought he was going to take her with him, and then when she came in, they're going to be like, it's a black person, get him. Because if you guys don't know, Mike had this theory last week.
Well, no, it wasn't mine. It was I can't 112 in the audience.
Well, no one's going to think you're Uncle Herschel from Cracker Barrel if you say it.
I just agree. No, I was like, you're right. I don't, and I watched that episode again with Katie the other night.
Yeah,
no black people in the alternate universe. I can confirm.
And Robert Patrick is a racist. Obviously, he's the white dragon of white dragons. So I don't know. You might be onto something, but you go ahead and say that. I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
Okay. Yeah. So what it was, and again, this was one of you all that brought it up, not me. And I'm not just saying that because it's controversial, but he was like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was no people of color in the alternate universe that Peacemaker goes to. And think about it, like Jay was saying, we all know his dad's super, super racist, and everybody apparently loves them in this universe. What if, now this part was my theory, that what if they literally, he thinks everything's so good and they're so beloved over there. You know the other foot's going to drop, right? There's going to be something sinister and really wrong about that universe because that's Peacemaker's life. Everything sucks. When we go back to that, what if the other shoe is the fact that they literally ethnically cleansed I hate saying those words on YouTube. I feel like someone's going to break in my window. That world, and then we find out that that's what's wrong with it. Whoa, buddy, that would be wild. Otherwise, it's just like, damn, y'all didn't hire a single person of color. Like, I get it for like, I'm not the kind of person who like counts when someone walks into like a Waffle House, or in like a medicine commercial. Not Psycho, but in an entire universe. There's something sketchy about this. It's weird. It's weird. If we're not right, it's going to be kind of awkward. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You guys get what we're saying, right? Stacey agrees. I think by the finale, he and his team kill off that world and help liberate it. Yeah. It's going to be dark. Thanks, Sinrod. Appreciate that, buddy. I got the capture card figured out. Look at me doing big boy shit. I bought 10 goddamn cords. I spent so much money at fucking Best Buy just being technologically tarded that it's just ridiculous how much money I spent. And I took a bunch of shit back too. Eventually I just started keeping shit because I felt guilty for taking it back to Best Buy. But like, to be fair, if their employees were a little more fucking helpful, I wouldn't have had to return it in the first place. They're just like, yeah, looks like this one. And I'm like, cool, I'm trusting you because you should be good at tech stuff, Best Buy guy. And then I get home and it's the wrong fucking cord. So
you talking about Economos? That son of a bitch. Ginger cool. Ginger cool. Ginger
yeah,
cool.
That's what some of the Best Buy employees talk like as Economos. Like, I don't know.
Dude, yeah, she's like, where's your equipment? Isn't it like 20 feet in the mobile unit? He was like, no, it's 30 feet. I love that guy, dude. Yeah, that's the kind of guy that you trust that can repair your phone. You're like, that guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. I love the new Alkaline Trio song, D Mitch. Going to see them next week. So yeah, dude, we pretty much covered everything this episode.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming in the next episode we're gonna go back to the parallel world, which is actually gonna be fun, and then maybe we'll get a little bit of backstory on how his helmets are made, because it's a long story about how his dad made it, which I guess he just stole the technology is what
I thought this whole episode was going to be an origin episode for a second there, because the alien opening, which was dope, by the way. I really love that. Like that, so that's where I got it. This dude in the woods stumbles across that shit, and that's how we get Peacemaker. It's crazy.
See, if Travis from Fire in the Sky had been that way, he never would have got abducted and had his butthole probed.
Yeah, just shot that motherfucker on sight.
I had to fast forward that for a second though, or I rewound it because I thought they'd actually killed like an animal that was screaming in pain. I was like, I can't see that shit, because he's the kind of guy I'd be like, it's just an animal, boy. Watch it suffer. Yeah. I couldn't watch that shit, but I was like, oh, it's just a fucking alien. I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, DB, appreciate that, buddy. He says, rock on, fellas. Hope you are doing well. My family says hi, and we miss you. When are you boys shooting? When are we shooting Streets of Haddonfield? Just to let a brother know, I'm down if you ever come our way. Jim John? Jim? Is that you?
I don't know.
I'm going to need you to state yourself.
I feel like I know. Maybe I don't know who you are. But we appreciate it, man.
There's a lot of inside baseball going on here.
Yeah, Streets of Haddonfield was an idea that I had a long time ago, and I think I talked to you about it. It was basically an idea where it was Dr. Loomis. It was a music video for instead of what's that Bruce Springsteen song, Streets of Philadelphia. It's like no,
yeah,
and just say like, and it would be like Loomis just walking down the street and Michael chasing him, or like popping up in windows and shit while he's singing that song, the Bruce Springsteen remake called Streets of Haddonfield.
Yeah, I remember you had that. That's why I was so confused, because I was like, I remember Jay having the idea for that exact video.
Yeah,
and talked about it. We never got around to doing it.
Yeah, well, because the complications on that would be insane. Because I mean, first off, the idea would be like somebody would have to follow us in a car with a fucking camera hanging outside the window while we're doing it.
Yeah, and then that's just gonna get arrested too, because we're gonna be drunk.
100%.
That's AI right there.
You can't get up the shenanigans without a few beers in your system.
PI, not AI. Yeah, no, DB. Sorry, I see. So what I think may have happened here is that if we knew your name, we might know exactly what you're talking about. But YouTube changed the names on the live stream, so they look different now. So that could be it. I apologize. That we don't know. But yeah, but it'll be there.
At least we were honest with you. Yeah, thank you, man. But at least we were honest with you. Yeah, it's not like that awkward situation where it's like, hey man, what's up? And you have no idea. They'll be like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, what's up? And like, hey man, you remember we did this thing? Like, yeah, dude, exactly. Yeah, that was great, dude. And you're like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of this conversation because I don't remember anything.
Dude, that was so embarrassing at Scarefest. There's day 2 of Scarefest. And we hung out with so many people on day one of Scarefest that I went up to this girl and her friends, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm Mike. What's up?" And she's like, "Yeah, we hung out yesterday." And I was like, "Well, shit, fuck. I'm sorry." I was like, "No, now I remember," and I did. But I was like, there's so many people. Like my brain's on fire. I apologize. It was so embarrassing though. I felt awful.
I had
felt
that
like a horrible son of a bitch.
I think I had an interaction like that before too, and then they were like, "We talked about it." They got serious though. I was like, "Yeah, I brought something up. Like, we talked about it last night." I'm like, "Yeah, we did. We totally did." I remember.
Well,
everything.
I was
because they got. I guess they got upset that I didn't remember. I was like, I was 3 sheets, but I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I totally remember it now." Because I didn't want to disappoint them.
It's hard, yeah, because there's so many pace, and when you have like public anxiety, it's like sometimes your mouth just opens and words come out, and you don't think at all. Or it's on autopilot. Stone Cold Bryn says, "Oh hell yeah!" That was the best I could do. I wish you could do it. Oh yeah,
best. He's one of the best impersonators I've ever seen of Stone Cold.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. He came on the draft stream that we did.
Mm-hmm.
He came on and chugged that blue beer again. And he did the second. Well, I can't say that on here. He did that one joke that he did again. It was really funny. Love you, Brennan. Love you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So, by the way,
I don't think there's any. That only news. Weapons is out. You can stream
on
it
digital.
now.
Did you not watch it yet?
No, I want to, but it's still fucking $20 to rent it. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's probably in HD now.
Yeah, but I might go on the Captain Kellogg High Seas. I don't know, because I'm sure the HD quality on there is just as good. But I might watch it. And then Together is on there as well.
Dude, you should. I really like Together a lot.
Well, there's 3 of them actually, because there's Together, Weapons, and then what's that other one that came out? Bring Her Back.
Oh yeah. Bring Her Back will be depressing as fuck. So I would watch Bring Her Back first, and then watch Together, and then watch Weapons if I was going to do a 3-fer.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons was awesome. It's kind of like it's got People Under the Stairs type of vibes to it. I really enjoyed it. You like the mustache cop too. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
not intentionally.
I thought, you know what? I know that there was like a rumor or something going around about some movie being made. Let me see if I still got it.
I'm checking to make sure there's no new news out, by the way. That's why I look like I'm not paying attention. I am paying attention.
No, yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, the only thing that was coming out that I saw is that they're not confirmed, but there's speculation about sequels or about Final Destination Bloodlines. The Amityville horror reboot. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, nothing new. Friday's not great for news days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's nothing. There's nothing.
You will get nothing.
No, we'll just sit here and be assholes.
DB says, "How dare you not remember our drunken karaoke at your favorite dive bar like 5 years ago?"
Fuck me.
Harnell Butler. To be fair, you're like, we're like, okay, we need you to narrow it down. And he's like, you were drunk and we did karaoke together. It's like, I'm really gonna need you to narrow it down. There's a lot of people, a lot of drunk karaoke.
I wonder if that's Dave.
They are from Philly, aren't they?
Yeah. Are you Dave? Is your name Dave?
Dude? Just say, hey, I'm that guy who Mike hit on his wife.
I love your hamburgers at Wendy's.
That's all you have to say, DB. Be like, Mike hit on my wife, and it was really uncomfortable for everyone. He winked at her. You
did?
You don't remember that? Remember the first time?
I didn't know you winked at her, you pervert.
Yeah, I did. We were at our like one of our very first meetups, the first meetup, and I was standing there talking to somebody, and she walked up, and that's him. That's him. We did it. Miss you, Dave. Where the fuck have you been,
yeah,
brother?
Dave.
Fucking random ass. Haven't heard from this motherfucker in like 2 years. Then like Batman, he shows up back into our lives. You son of a bitch. We miss you. Yeah, no, we did. She walked up and I didn't know her, and she was smiling, standing there waiting to talk to us. And I have no idea why. It was one of those moments where no thought went into my brain. I just reacted like I was just talking about. I didn't mean to, because obviously, happily married man, don't fuck around on my lady. But I've been known to throw a wink or two. Just kidding. But I did.
That means we're all in this together, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, this is so-and-so. And I was like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I? And they're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, thank you. But no, wonderful, sweet people. Love you guys. And stay around, man. Don't go away again. We miss you. I miss you,
Yeah.
Sint.
Yeah, you know what's really sad is like Mike's right. There's no news, and now it's just going to turn into a fucking jerk off session and hang out if we just sit here. I guess we'll just be like those. We'll just be like those other streamers. Like, what do you guys want to talk about?
No, I think we covered. I think an hour is pretty solid. 2 shows, some alien stuff. Definitely embarrassed ourselves a couple times, and even did politics. We pretty much fit the whole Wham experience into an hour.
That's true.
Yell or throw up.
We're going to be watching a boxing match tomorrow night with my brother for his birthday celebration, which was on the 14th, but we pushed it back to tomorrow. And I guarantee you at some point, Cody's going, won't go live on your channel, dude. Talk about the box match. Like, how about no, Scott? How about no?
Oh, they had a kid. I bet that's a beautiful boy because they are.
Oh, they did.
Beautiful human beings. I'll tell you what. Oh, you knew that already, huh?
Yeah.
Did you guys go hang out without me?
Yeah, I hung out with Dave. We partied, we cruised down the streets of Philadelphia and hung out at his favorite dive bar. And then we got a sandwich, we got a Philly cheesesteak, and then we just talked over a cup of coffee at Waffle House.
What the fuck?
No, I knew about it though. I knew that they had a kid.
Be your first child, be a masculine child. That's got to be a beautiful kid. They're awesome people. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Stone Cold, you motherfucker, you didn't have to do that.
Hey, thank you, dude.
You didn't need to do that. I wish I could read this in your voice. He said, here's some news. I'm at work for the 33rd day straight, and I'm numb of feelings, physically and emotionally. Stone Cold may open the Steve Weisers. What?
What? Hey, man, there's always a good time to do that. Yeah, I get you, man, for sure. Like, you don't need a reason to open up those Steve Weisers. Just enjoy yourself.
Buddy, 33 straight days is wild. You Alabamians, you fucking go after it.
They fucking work, dog.
I go after it too. If I had a football team like that, I'd stay at work as well. Dude, Sorry about it.
Dude, my throat is still fucking sore. Like, you ever had those taquillatos or whatever they're called? Those little.
Just say that you sucked off a Mexican.
I did. It was. They come taste like bean burritos. No, it was. They're called tacoritos. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever had those?
Yeah, from the gas station though.
No, it was one of those frozen shits.
Okay.
But I put it too long in the microwave, and then I was eating that shit, and I swallowed it, and it got stuck in my throat, and it burned all the way fucking down. So I got a big fucking sore now in the back of my throat.
Ew.
Yeah.
You got the weirdest fucking.
I got bad luck sometimes.
Yeah, you got the.
So I felt it was somebody should have told me like Peter Venkman and Ghostbusters, like, hey, slow down, chew your food. Chew your food.
Dude. Oh, tell me, I did. I put it the fuck away. They have this sauce, dude. It's like tapatio cholulu sauce or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's not spicy at all, so you can have it. It won't hurt your butt. Like it's so good. It's like I don't have it and I can't think of the name of it, so I'm not gonna get up and go get it. So that was a completely pointless conversation that we just had.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from the spices.
I hope, Brendan. I hope you're fucking at least making money. I mean. You got 33 straight days. You know that there's some overtime in that motherfucker, unless he's on salary and they're just.
One of his coworkers are like, be like, that motherfucker. That motherfucker is the biggest brown nose dick sucker I've ever seen. 33 straight days trying to get the boss's attention, huh? Not gonna outwork me. Yeah, that's awesome though, man.
Take a day off though, dude. Jesus Christ, take a day off. 33 is too much. I'm worried about you. I'll come over and softly tickle your butt with a feather. That'll make you feel better. I know you'll like that. Yeah, that does suck what happened to Jaden Reed. That was bullshit. Broken collarbone. It's going to be okay. Adrian says, so you think Packers might have a special season? That's the face he made after he asked the question. So you think the Packers will have a special season?
Don't you ever blue still me, Adrian. Don't you ever blue still
I love it, dude. Handsome motherfucker right there. Yeah, I think not might. It's already a special season. And it's going to continue to be special. But I feel like you're threatening me. So you think they're going to have a special season?
I'm not going to pull up the article. Well, the only thing I was going to say, there was an article about it, but I'm not going to pull it up. It was posted yesterday, specifically in regards to the Hellraiser video game, and that the developer Saber Interactive is pushing for an M rating.
Yeah, I saw,
which is great. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad they said I think that their direct quote was they're going to push it as far as they can push it. Push it real good? Yeah, push it real good. They're going to try to get it as close to that M rating or even going a little bit over. And I think somebody in the comments was like, I wish you guys were going for an A rating, but that would limit circulation. Which A rating, which is like adult only. I think Manhunt had that.
Dude, have you looked at the Hellraiser Twitter, by the way?
Mm-mm.
For the game?
Is it just Bradley talking?
Yeah, it's literally in his voice or whatever. But it's like, the mouth, a depiction of endless hunger, a portal of desire. And I was like, sirs, this is a Wendy's. And then like,
Yeah.
I think it's on here somewhere too, unless they deleted it, those fuckers.
Oh,
I
dude,
responded to them.
look at that. Go up, dude. Look at the gifs. Go up and look at the gifs. They're great. Look, no, not that one. Look at the other one. Yeah, I love that shit. You gotta calm down. Look at go up the other one. What was the other one? Not that one. Yo, baby. Yeah, no. No, that's too generic. That one right there, like yes.
It's Michael Parton right there. Yeah, dude.
Dude, the hype for this game is so fucking badass. I love it, dude. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I wish it was coming out this year, but unfortunately, it won't be until next year. But dude, it's gonna be so badass. We gotta figure out a way to fucking set that up because I guess we can't play it with you guys. That's what we the idea is to play the game with you guys as it was unfolding. You know, do the whole game commentary, but we can't show us the shit at all on YouTube. I don't even think Patreon will allow this.
Yeah, no, we'd have to record it and then like bleep it out in an edit. But it's just so creepy. Divine Mother, a crucible for a new angel.
God, I would love to be the guy that was managing this account. That would be fucking awesome. A hook for your cheeks and one for your mouth. Ah, the lovely sounds of cracking farts, or I don't know, something weird.
Some of them aren't that crazy, but some of them are just fucking weird, dude.
This might do. I swear to God, if it holds up, it's going to be game of the year. In my opinion, it'll just be game of the year because the graphics look incredible. The gameplay looks awesome. The storyline is going to be amazing. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I didn't get to do it, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gay.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. Back to you.
Back to you, Jim. Next up, weather, and then after that, sports. Mike likes gurgling balls.
I love balls. I am excited for him next week, though. That's going to be really good. But
yeah, I still don't know what the fuck that movie's supposed to. Well, I kind of get what it's about, but
football.
It's still, but yeah, but it's not just football. It's something weird, like some kind of sexual thing going on there. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about that? We didn't talk about that actually. That's interesting. Before we go, I'm so stupid. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work, and I can't be blamed for my actions. I just typed in "scary 6," like that was going to pull up what I was trying to fucking. The internet's making us lazy, but Marlon Wayne says the modern horror movies they'd like to spoof in Scary Movie 6 are Nope, Heretic. I'm pretty sure it was Hereditary, wasn't it? I thought it was.
No, I think wasn't there a movie called Heretic?
No, yeah, here we did the that was 2 months ago, our Patreon commentary. It's the one with Hugh Grant. I thought it was Hereditary, but no, the Heretic, which that one might be weird because I think that one didn't do that well at the box office. But Nope, the Heretic, Sinners, Long Legs, Get Out, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I think he said Scream as well.
That's great. That sounds like a good list.
Yeah, dude, making fun of Long Legs is gonna be the funniest shit ever because it's gonna be like basically white chicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You should hire us to be in Sinners, and we'll just be the crackers with the saltine. We got Mike took down. Remember that thumbnail?
It's almost like old news. No, it's not. Oh. September 9th, buddy.
God damn, Mike, get on it.
Yeah.
Invest in the monthly chat GPT so it keeps you up to date.
Hey, here's some new news for you. Fuck you. I just got it across my desk. It says, fuck you, Tomo. That's from September 9th. But yeah, no, dude, making fun of Long Legs is going to be funny as fuck. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's also going to be good. But he also said that says that Cody's come back as.
That's the face when you think that fart that you squeezed out actually turned out to be some diarrhea. You're like, oh, shit, son. Oh, shit, son.
I want to talk about buttered sausages. Let's talk about buttered sausages. But yeah.
Well, before we go, we got Saeed Tirabiasi says, hello, gents. Hope all is well. The other day I was laughing. Remember Jay's story about farting all day and blaming it's on the ghost of Big Dad. One of the funniest things I've heard on the chat. yeah, dude, that's what it is.
I forgot about that, dude. That's funny as fuck.
I was like, Big Dad's out there cutting the rugs again with that fart.
Oh, fuck. Hey, we love you guys so fucking much. Thanks for hanging out today. And we'll be doing this again next week until Peacemaker and Alien Earth At this
dude,
point,
it'll
I'm
be
like
great.
hoping it'll be over sooner rather than later. Again, next week might have to be a different schedule, though. I'll let you know. I got to figure some stuff out, and I don't know when we're live again either, so I'll have to figure that out. But I don't think I'll be out of town on Tuesday too.
Well, we could do it Wednesday.
I have to, I don't know if I could do. You want to do Monday? Can you do Monday?
Yeah, that's fine.
What's the?
Well, because I'm gonna go see The Long Walk, which we could do that. We could cover that. We could do the spoiler or non-spoiler. I don't know, whatever you want. I don't care. We could do that, and then Monday might have some hot, sexy news that we can cover.
Yeah. I think Monday I think is going to be our best option. Even though I hate to miss Monday Night Football, but you can't have it all.
Well, we can start earlier. We could do it. We could start it at 6.
No, I can't do that either because the kids. Everything sucks, Jay. Squeeze your butt cheeks together.
God, family life is bullshit.
We'll figure something out, but I think we'll be live on Monday night, and we love you guys so fucking much.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye.